past paper. Okay. So today it's gonna be 2020 past paper. Okay. If you all have attempted, what's your remarks on this paper? Is it easy or it is medium or hard? Only if you have attempted. Good evening. Good evening. What do you all think? Compared to other years, 22, 21 and all, what do you all think? Okay. So more difficult than yesterday's one. But I feel that this seems a bit easy. Okay. So this seems a bit easy because this was the COVID batch 2020. So you can see there are some questions which is connected to online. Okay. Online transaction stuffs and all. So part one, I don't see as a big challenge. Okay. But last year it was much easier. This year it's also somewhat easy, not that much hard. Okay. But this paper is properly structured. That's what I want to remark. That means based on grade 12, grade 13, they have mentioned, ordered the question based on the syllabus order. But last year, which we discussed, 2021, there you don't see a proper order of the syllabus. Okay. Suddenly there will be a management question in question number 10 no level. So here there is a proper structure. Okay. So first question. A business is, okay guys, before that, can you all say me, what are the three parts of a business? A business should have three definitions, three components. What are the three components of a business? First one is, it should have a what? It should be a what activity? Very good. It should be an economic activity. Okay. It should be a what activity? Economic activity. And the second one, it should produce a good or a service. Okay. It should produce a good or a service. And the last one, okay, why you are producing goods and services? For to fulfill what and what? To fulfill needs and wants. Okay. So these are the three characteristics, three main parts of a business definition. Okay. Now based on that, say me the answer which you all can take. What may be the answer? Okay. Yeah, obviously the fifth one. Okay. Then what about the others? Others also seems correct, guys. Yes, see. First one, motivates by profit. Okay. In definition, you didn't see the word profit. So first option is out. Second option is correct. Any economic activity, only one condition is fulfilled. We'll see the rest. An organized effort of individuals of selling goods? No. An organized effort of individuals of producing goods? That's also no. Okay. You're left out with two options. Either the second one or the fifth one. Fifth one seems elaborated, right? Economic activities, they are fulfilling needs and wants. That means two conditions are fulfilled. Okay. So that's the correct answer. But guys, that's a small hint. When they ask you definitions and all, most of the time, okay, most of the time, answers would be fourth one or the fifth one, or else the longest sentence. Okay. Most of the time, that's how they ask you a definition answer. So if they ask you any definition, a small hint, not always, small hint is either the fourth or fifth one and the longest definition. Okay. Next question. So question number one is done. Question number two. As per the classification of GDP of Sri Lanka, an economic activity which belongs to industrial sector. Okay. What are the three activities which belongs to me according to GDP calculation? What are the three sectors we studied? Very good. Agriculture. Then we had industry. And last one is service. Here they are asking you an industrial sector. Okay. So the correct answer is recycling. That belongs to industrial sector. So what does recycling do? They convert a waste into a new product. So that falls under industrial. Industrial, what you do is you manufacture products. Okay. You produce new products. So in recycling, you convert a waste into new product. Now you are saying me legal advocacy. It falls under what category? Agriculture, industry, or service? Legal advocacy. Legal advocacy means, guys, advices. So advice is a what? Service. Then what about insurance? Insurance falls under, very good, services. Then what about sale of vegetable seeds? Selling vegetable seeds. Selling vegetable seeds. Okay, guys, careful. It falls under two things. It can be considered as agriculture because vegetable seeds, and also it can be said as service. The reason is what, guys? In services, there's a business called wholesale and retail. So wholesale and retail, what you do? You buy and sell. So sometimes these vegetable seeds, what you do is you buy from a farmer and sell it. Careful. You buy from a farmer and sell it. So sale of vegetable seeds can be agriculture and also services. And what about forestry? Simple. Forestry. Forestry falls under agriculture. Okay. Good. Next one, question number 3. What is the direct action that can be taken by an enterprise to generate a fair earnings for the owners? Okay, to pay a fair return for the owner, to pay a profit for the owner. As a business, what you had to do? So owner gives you the money. So what's your responsibility? You had to go and invest in productive venture. So when someone is giving you money, and if you want to pay them a return, a profit from that, you have to go and invest that money in proper places where you can earn a profit. Okay. Then what about this? Managing waste. So this part is from BSR, Business Social Responsibility. So, business social responsibility, we studied 4 parties, CEOs, customer, employee, owner, and the society. So managing waste, which party? Very good. Managing waste comes under society. Fulfilling social welfare comes under, it also comes under society. Assuring job security of employees, the word itself is there, employee. Then setting a fair price for the goods and services, that is customers. Good. So fourth one is the one which is talking about the owners. Okay. Fourth question. A business contributes to ensure economic sustainability through. Okay. So there are 3 pillars of sustainable development: economic, environment, and social. So economic means simply connected to economic goals like full employment, favorable trade, fair distribution of income. So based on that, what's the answer you can take? What's the answer you can take? Okay, very good. Third one, creating employment. Okay. So guys, what about the first one? Why first one is wrong? Can anyone say me? Creating infrastructure facilities. When you create infrastructure facilities, economy will boom. Okay, there will be a development in the economy. Future generation also can use. Why it is wrong? Can anyone say me? Think, no, creating infrastructure can fall under economic also. Very good, Nuha. Infrastructures are developed by government, not the business. Here they are asking a business way. Infrastructures are done by government. So first option you can't take. Second option, why it is out? Very good, Dakshana. Why second option is out? Careful, guys. Imports are bad for the country. Correct? Exports are good for the country. So if the same answer, if they are saying exporting goods, you can take it. So since this is import, you can't take the second one also. Why fourth one is wrong? Maintaining an equal distribution of income. Why fourth one is wrong? That is also, guys, government activity. Okay, business will pay the tax. It's the duty of the government to take the money from the rich and give for poor. So it's government's duty, not the business one. And last one, why it is wrong? Same thing. It's an objective of central bank, internal price stability. So fifth one is also wrong. Can you say me another word for internal price stability? Can you say me another word for internal price stability? Can anyone say me another word for internal price stability? Guys, simple guys. Internal price stability means inflation. Okay. Controlling the inflation of the country. So here the correct answer is the third one. Okay. Next one. Question number 5. Easy one quickly. What is the most prevalent business establishment in Sri Lanka? What type of business you can see mostly in Sri Lanka? Simple. Sole proprietorship. Fourth one is the answer. Okay. Question number 6. Okay. Question number 6. What is the immediate effect to the turnover? Turnover kiyanne sales. Another word for turnover is what? Sales. And profit of a business when the production is reduced while the price of common goods are increased. Here the twist is, okay, what's your answer? What are your answers? Some are saying 1, some are saying 2, some are saying 4, 5. No one said 3. Okay. Safe side. Guys, that's fourth one. Okay. Here the hint is Myatamai, common goods. Okay. So I'll show you an example. So we'll say at situation 1, okay, situation 1, we'll say the price is rupees 100. Okay, we'll take rice. Rice price is how much? 100. And they are producing, we'll say 5 tons. Okay, so if you multiply, example, rupees 500 kg, will take, we don't take tons, we just say 5. So this is the price. Here, these are the units. Okay, so if you multiply price with units, what do you get? Basic accounting. If you multiply price with units, what do we get? If we multiply price with units, we get sales. Okay, revenue. Fine. Now what's happening is the price increasing or decreasing in the question? Is the price increasing or decreasing? The price is increasing. So what's happening now is second situation. Price will say it is increasing to 110. What is happening to units? Quantity. Quantity is what? Decreasing. Okay, quantity is decreasing. That means below 5 tons. Okay, we'll take 4. So how much is the revenue you get? You are getting a revenue of 440. You are getting a revenue of how much? 440. So what has happened to your sales? Sales increased or decreased? From 500, it became 440. So what has happened to sales? The sales has decreased. Guys, if sales decreases, what will happen to your profit? They have a positive relationship. Your profit also decreases. Now your question would be, sir, how did you take 110? Why can't we take other amounts? Okay, we'll take. Okay, another example they are saying is from 100 rupees, the price is increasing to, we'll say 150. Okay, 150, and we'll say the production is reducing 4. Now what I have done is I have changed the price. So how much is the revenue now? Now you will get a revenue of, if I'm not wrong, 600. You'll get a revenue of 600. At first example, I took price as 110. Now I'm taking the price as 150. Okay. Now you can see the sales has increased. You can see from 500, it has become 600. That means sales will increase. Profit also will increase. But you had to choose only one situation. Either this first situation or the second situation. I will go and choose the first situation only. Because second situation is not practicable. What may be the reason? Second situation is not practicable. What may be the reason? I mean, this one. Are 150 part? That part is not practicable. Why? In economics, we say elasticity. Guys, simple guys. Here they are saying the price of what good? Common goods. Okay. Common goods kiyanne simply essentials. Compulsory goods. For example, rice, flour, sugar. Whenever there is a change in the price of essential, do they increase drastically? No. They will change by a small amount only. Essentials, guys, everyone needs, even the poor needs. So they don't change the price drastically. So for example, from 100 to 150 is a big change. Okay. But 110 is fair. That means when the price changes of essential, only a small amount will change. Even when you take units, the production units, guys, simple. When the price is changing, okay, if the price is changing, in economics we say, if the price increases, demand will decrease. Since this is essential, a good example for you. Nowadays, we'll say the rice is 1,000 rupees, 1 kilo. Now they are changing the price to 1,200. Okay, will you stop buying price? Will you stop purchasing price? No, ice you need to eat, right? Because we are ice cow, we are from Sri Lanka. So whatever the price, we keep on purchasing, right? So our demand don't decrease at all. Okay, so the answer should be the first one. Sales will decrease and profit will decrease. The main hint here is many students went and chose, if I'm not wrong, fifth one. Okay, the correct answer is fourth one because the hint is what? That's what I said. Common goods, essentials now, even though price increases, okay, even though price increases, your revenue won't increase. Okay, revenue and profit both will decrease. That's a good example which I took. Okay, did you understand that, guys? Very good, Mushfiqa. Sales, the price of common good increasing means inflation is high, demand, sales, profit decreasing, right? Yeah, that's what correct answer, right? Both will decrease. What about others? Understood? Others? How can we take? Yeah, you can take in that method also. That is also correct. Okay, fine. It's understood. Yeah, common goods means essential. Okay. Amma, drop a message after the class, will you? Fine. Guys, next question. Question number 7. An entrepreneur uses a budget for, okay. In budget, you have two main things. What are the two main things in a budget? What are the two main things in a budget? What are the two main things in a budget? Guys, simple. In a budget, you have your revenue and expenses. Revenue and expenses. Why does an entrepreneur needs a budget? Okay, so he needs a budget mainly because, guys, if you have a budget, you know at future how much of income you will earn, how much of expense you will incur. So you will have a proper control. You know how much you have to spend in the future. So simply, if you have a budget, you can monitor your performance. Okay, for example, next month my expense is 100,000. I will quickly refer the budget. Okay, in my budget, next month expense should be 150. Okay, that means 50,000 I have saved. So for to monitor your performance, you need a budget. Okay. So the correct answer should be, if I'm not wrong, monitoring the financial performance. Okay. Simply to monitor how your money is performing in the future, you need a budget. Okay. Fine. Next one. Eighth one. Compared to an entrepreneur, a businessman is most willing to what? Most willing to, okay, entrepreneur, a favorite word he always sees is risk. Entrepreneur always wants to take risk, but careful. Entrepreneurs, they don't take all the risk. They don't accept all the risk. They will accept only a special type of risk. What do we say? What type of risk they will accept? They won't accept all the risk. They will only accept, they won't accept all the risk. They will only accept anyone? No, no, not business, not financial, not insurable. No, no, I didn't get the correct answer yet. Anyone? Not innovative. There was an MCQ from that. Ah, very good, Sulha. Okay, we say, Rifka, good. We say bearable, or else we say manageable. Okay, manageable. They won't take all the risk up. They will take only bearable and manageable risk. Okay, so the correct answer should be, compared to an entrepreneur, a businessman. They're asking a feature of a businessman. Businessman is opposite of him. Okay, we'll see some differences between entrepreneur and businessman. Okay, so see the differences. So when you take entrepreneur and when you take businessman, okay, who is innovative? Entrepreneur or businessman? Who always comes up with new ideas? Definitely entrepreneur. So entrepreneur are innovative, but businessmen are what? What do you say for them? They are no innovative. We say they are traditionalist. Okay, that means they don't take any new steps. Fine. Okay, entrepreneur always seeks new opportunities. But what about businessman? They always seek what opportunity? They always seek existing opportunity, the opportunity which is already in the market. Okay, entrepreneurs, they generate, they start with new ideas. Okay, they start their business with new ideas, but businessmen, they use existing ideas. Okay, they use existing ideas, the idea which is already in the market only they follow. And the last one is entrepreneur accept risk. They try, I mean, they like to take risk. But what about businessmen? Businessmen, they don't take risk. They perform safely. Okay, they perform what? Safely. Entrepreneur, they take risk. Businessmen, they perform safely. So based on that, what's the answer you can say? Eighth one. So businessmen, they risk averse. Yeah, we say risk averse. So answer is the third one. Perform safely. Okay, they want to perform the business activity without any risk. Okay. Okay, question number 9. So the monetary policy instruments. Okay, what's the abbreviation we can use for monetary policy instrument? What's the abbreviation we can use for monetary policy instrument? Any idea? Any idea? What's the abbreviation we can use? Anyone? We can use the abbreviation called COSMID. Okay. So C stands for credit limits. Okay. Then what about O? O stands for? O stands for OMO, open market operations. Okay. Then S stands for? S stands for? Very good. SRR. S stands for SRR, statutory reserve ratio. M stands for? Okay, M stands for moral suasion. Okay, moral suasion. Then I stands for? I stands for, that's the important part. Okay, I stands for interest rate. Okay, interest rate. Interest rate. Then D stands for discount rate. Okay, D stands for discount rates. Now they have given you some monetary policy instrument. You have to go and match. Okay, so SDFR, SLFR, bank interest rate. Okay, SDFR. So guys, SDFR means standing deposit facility rate. Here you have the central bank. Here you have the commercial bank. Okay, when commercial bank have surplus means too much money. What they do is they will go and invest. Okay, they will go and invest in central bank. Then central bank will pay them a what? When commercial banks go and invest, central bank will pay them a what? Will pay them an interest. So this interest only called as SDF. The interest rate that is paid to commercial bank by the central bank. Okay, based on that, say me an answer. First one, interest rate. What's the answer you can take? E, right? The interest rate paid by the central bank when commercial bank invest their surplus. So first option should be E. So based on that, I can eliminate first one, second one, and third one. Either it should be the fourth one or the fifth one. So, okay, what is open market operation? Simple. Open market operation means where you buy and sell securities, government securities. Okay, good. So what's the option you can take? A. Okay. What is SRR? SRR means, for example, when a bank gets a deposit, they will divide the deposit into two parts. What are the two parts they will divide? When a commercial bank gets a deposit, they will divide the deposit into two parts. What are the two parts? What are the two parts of deposit? First one is they will give loans. Another part is they will have a reserve. Okay, for example, 100 rupees deposit now. In that 100, 80 will be given as loan. The remaining 20 is as a reserve. Okay, like a safety. So based on that, what's the answer you can take? SRR, here the amount of deposit that commercial banks are required to maintain at the central bank from their deposits. Okay, D. Okay, SLFR. So SLFR means the opposite of this. Okay, like same thing, but there's a small change. SLFR, here now bank has a deficit. You know deficit means they don't have money only for one day. So if commercial bank don't have money, they will borrow from central bank. Okay, they don't deposit, they will borrow from central bank. Then commercial bank will pay something for that. That is only called as interest. Commercial bank will pay a what? Interest, because they obtain a loan from central bank. This interest only called as SLFR, standing lending facility rate. So based on that, what's the answer you can take? SLFR? C. Okay, good. C. And bank interest rate means when commercial banks borrow loans from central bank due to a liquidity issue. Liquidity issue means cash issue. So you can see answer is B, but you can see the word temporary liquidity purpose. So if there is any problem with money, commercial bank will go and borrow a loan from central bank. For that, they charge an interest that is only called as bank interest rate. So based on that, the correct answer is the fifth one. Okay, fine. Next one, question number 10. Question number 10, answer. Anyone? Three. Many are saying three, some are saying one. Guys, okay. So make a chutta kahagarna. So when you take a company, in a company, you have employees, right? You have employees. So guys, if you join a company after years, one day you will also join a company, right? So when you join a company, there is a fund. Okay, fund means like a savings they will create for you. But that fund is created only for what type of employees? What type of employees? They will create like a savings. Okay, like a fund only for very good permanent employees. Permanent means, for example, I'm working more than 1 year or 2 years. Only for permanent employees, your company will create like a savings, a fund. What will happen is once you leave the organization, they will give that amount to you. Okay. So employees can work in two places. Employees can work in two places. One is private sector businesses. Another one is public sector businesses. Okay. So if you are working in a private sector business, what's the fund you have? If you are working in a private sector, like for example, companies and all, incorporated companies, you have a fund called EPF. What? EPF. For private sector, they have EPF. But when you take public sector, there are three businesses. One is you have departments, you have corporations, then you have companies. Under public, under government, there are three business: department, corporation, and company. Okay. If you are working in department, what's the fund you have? Usually your school teachers and all used to say, what's the fund you have? Once you leave, they will give you this amount. We say pension. Okay, pension. But if you are working in state corporation or company, state company, there you don't get a pension. What do we get there? Very good. We get something called state service provident fund. Okay, make a note of this. If you are only if you are a permanent employer, only if you are a permanent employee, you can have these funds. Private now EPF, under public department now pension, corporations and company means we will get something called state service provident fund. Okay. Now apply this theorem to the question. Statement A. Public service provident fund is applicable for all permanent employees. Correct. In the government sector, is it correct or wrong? Statement A. No. Why it is wrong? Can you say me why it is wrong? Because all government means even department also gets state service. No, only state corporation and company. Because of the word government, this statement is wrong. Next one. EPF fund is applicable for all private sector employees. Correct or wrong? Very good, Sajitra. Okay. Wrong. Why it is wrong? Not all. Only for permanent employees, right? Only for what? Permanent employees. Because of that, statement B is also wrong. So the answer is the third one. Okay, both the statements are wrong. Next one, question number 11. Okay. Question number 11. Okay, say me the insurance principle. What is insurable, guys? I say whenever you get matching question, don't read the descriptions first. You will get confused. First of all, recall. Insurable interest means simply the right to insure. Insurable interest means what? You have the legal right or else the interest to insure. For example, I can insure my life because I have the right. I can insure my car because I am the owner. So what's that answer? Insurable interest. What's the letter you can take? Legal or genuine interest to insure. Okay. B. Okay. You can see genuine interest of insurer for insuring a certain object. Indemnity, simple. Indemnity means when there's a loss, only the loss will be compensated. They won't pay more than the loss. So what's that answer? Okay, very good. E. You can see insurer is able to compensate only to the extent of the actual loss. Next one. Utmost good faith. Utmost good faith means both the parties should disclose all the true facts. So all the true facts now, it should be what? Real information. So it's D. D is also done. Proximate cost means when you are having insurance coverage, you have to say a reason. For example, I am getting an insurance coverage, okay, for my car. And I'm saying if my car for factory, I'm saying if my factory gets damaged due to flood, only pay compensation. If it is a fire, they won't pay the compensation. Only for the exact reason, compensation is paid. So that is what? Direct incident, A. Okay. So subrogation, guys, in your syllabus, subrogation has two definitions. Okay. Two meaning. So the first meaning is, I'll take through an incident. Okay. So we'll say there is a car. Okay. There is a car. So I am the person who owns the car. So this is Hana. Okay. So there is another person who is coming and crashing my car. Okay. There is an accident. So there is an accident. That person came and what? Crashed my car. We'll say that person is John. Okay. So there is no fault of mine. I didn't do anything wrong. That person only came and gave a crash. Okay. Crash a car. So my car is fully damaged. So the loss they are saying is, we'll say 1 million. How much? 1 million. Me, Hana, what I will do is, I will call my insurance company. I also have an insurance coverage name. I will call my insurance company. Okay, Hanamza. I will call my insurance company and say, insurance company, listen, my car is fully damaged. I want compensation. Okay, insurance company will come and pay me that 1 million. First thing. Second thing is, when you take John, John also will have an insurance coverage name. He will also have an insurance coverage for his car. Okay. So, for a car, there are three types of insurance coverage. Can anyone say me? What are the three types of insurance coverage you can take for a motor vehicle? First one is full option. Okay. That means even your car's damage and any other person's damage, they will compensate. Second one is third party, fire and theft. And what's the last one you have? Third party. Third party means simple. Here, if there is, for example, you are crashing a car, okay? Insurance company won't pay compensation for you, but they will pay the compensation for the damaged person. So in this scenario, John will pay a compensation for me. Am I right? He will also pay a compensation for me because, for example, he has a third party insurance. So third party means I'm the person who is affected, right? So John will pay another 1 million. Okay, this is John's insurance company. Okay, my insurance company is also paying me 1 million. John's insurance company is also paying me 1 million. Is this practical? Am I earning a profit here? What do you all think? Am I earning a profit here? Obviously, yes. My damage is only 1 million, but I'm getting 2 million. So insurance company knows this. So what will insurance company say is, Anam, listen, your damage is 1 million. Eh? So I will pay that 1 million. That means my insurance company will say, I will pay you that 1 million. Okay, I got the 1 million. Then insurance company will make a letter saying that, Hana, if you get any compensation from John, you can't take it. You have to give for me. That means for my insurance company. So this 1 million will go for my insurance company. Okay, it will go for H. That means my insurance company will take that 1 million from John. So I will get only 1 million in my hand. So this is the first definition for subrogation. Okay. Another definition in your syllabus is simple. For example, the car is fully damaged, right? The car is fully done. For example, my car fully damaged. So my loss is 1 million. What they will do is they will pay that 1 million and take over the debris. What is debris mean? What is debris mean? Scrap. Okay, very good. Debris mean the scrap, the remaining parts, guys. For example, my car met with an accident. Maybe I'm driving a Benz. My side window is there and my side window is not damaged. I can sell that side window, for example, 40 or 50,000, right? So what will insurance company do? They will pay that 1 million and they will take all the debris, all the remaining parts, engine, doors, everything. So that is also called as subrogation. So be careful. In your syllabus, there are two definitions for subrogation. One is transferring all the benefits. Second one is taking over all the debris. Okay. If possible, write those down. Okay. If you can, write those down. So here they have given you the first definition. Balan, legal right and insurer holds to claim compensation paid to the insuree from the third party who caused the damage. Example, my insurance company collected that 1 million from whom? John. Okay. So this is the first definition. And the second definition I'll write down. You will also write. Okay. So I'll write here. Second definition. Collecting the debris by insurer after paying the compensation. Okay. So this is the second definition you have for what? Subrogation. So in your exam, if they ask you to write a definition, to be on the safe side, write both. Okay. So, but the most accurate is this one, the second one. Okay. That seems the most correct one. Fine. Okay. Fine. Yeah, that's what. Teacher's guide, okay, second definition only there. Then what about this definition? Is this definition wrong? No. So to be on the safe side, memorize both. Okay. Because most of the time, the correct definition is the second one. But in a past paper, if they have given another definition, to be on the safe side, study that also. Okay. So what's the answer you are getting there? BEDAC. So answer number 2. Answer number 2. Okay. Guys, done? Guys, done? Done, right? Okay, good. First one, no need. First definition, no need to write. Here, that's there in the past paper itself. Okay? No need to write. Only the second one, write down. Insured, okay, insure, I didn't get you. Who asked? Insured kya we. Okay, insured person. Okay? Insured kya we, the people. The person who got the insurance coverage. Okay? Okay, fine. Next one, guys. Question number 12. Statement. Okay? Guys, whenever you get a statement question, there are two steps. The first step you have to do is see whether the statements are correct or wrong. Okay, correct or wrong. So that's the first step. If careful, if both the statements are correct, you have to move on to the second step, which is you have to see whether there is a connection between these two. Okay, first step is see whether the statements are true or false. Only if the statements are true, both the statements are true, you have to move on to the second step where you have to see the connection. Okay, statement A. Important and complex information can be communicated even verbally. True or false? TOF. What do you all say? That means important information you can communicate through words. Yes, that is true. Okay. So this one is true. What about the second one? In addition to verbal communication, it is important to communicate such information in writing also. Yes, in addition to words, you can use writing also. Is that true or false? That is also true. Guys, both the statements are true. Okay. So you can see in your option, they are saying B is incorrect. So you can take this and take this. You are left out with two. Fourth one and the fifth one. In fourth and fifth, you can see both are correct. Yes, both are correct. But the question is, A is elaborated or not elaborated. Guys, elaborated or not elaborated means you have to see whether these two statement has a connection. If these two statement has a connection, we say it is elaborated. If these two statements don't have a connection, we say not elaborate. That's what I said. You have to go with two-step approach. First of all, see whether true or false. If both statements are true only, you have to go for the second option, which is connection. Okay, say me. Do you think both these statement has a connection? Do you think both these statements has a connection? Obviously, yes, right? First one is also talking about verbal communication. Second one is also talking about verbal communication. So both has a connection. So answer is the fourth one. Okay. Answer is the what? Fourth one. Fine. Okay. Next one. Question number 30. When a retailer is selling his goods via online, first he should what? When you're selling a goods through online, what's the first thing you had to do? The first thing you had to do is you had to build trust among the customers. Guys, a good example, when even I am starting lecturing through online, the first thing I had to do is, even though I use many promotional tools, students will only be in my class if they trust me. Okay, so the first thing you had to do when you are selling a good through online is, because online people don't trust mostly, right? The first most important thing is you had to build trust among the customers. Okay, even though you do promotion, customers will come and buy only when they trust you. So the answer is the second one, build trust among the customers. Okay, 14th one. The agent who buys or sells good under his personal name on behalf of the principal. 22, they asked in question number 19, if I'm not wrong. Here they're asking you in question number 40. The person who sells goods on his personal name, who is that? Factory agent. Good. Okay, factory agent. Next one, 15th one. Following are some of the tools that can be used for marketing promotion mix. Okay. Now, what are they asking? What are the tools which comes under direct marketing? Guys, direct marketing, it should have two features. Okay. Direct marketing, it should have two features. The first feature is direct marketing has no intermediaries. That means business is directly promoting to the customers. They don't use any employees or anything. Business and you. There is no any intermediaries in between. Okay, so that's the first thing. And the next one is in direct marketing, it is customized. Customized means based on each and individual, the marketing is different. For example, the way they market me is different from the way they market you people. Okay, so based on people, the marketing is different. Okay, now apply that. Now see websites. Okay, website, what do you all think? Is it direct marketing? Yes or no? Yes or no? Guys, website is direct marketing, guys. Simple. Website, it is developed by the business. Okay, do they use any intermediaries? No, right? They don't use any intermediaries. For example, consumers can directly access the website. So there is no intermediaries. First one is fulfilled. And the second one, Balanta, customized. Yes. For example, I visit Google website for education purpose. I don't know why you are visiting Google website. You will visit for another purpose. So based on your likes and interests, website also will give you some suggestions. Okay, that is customized. For example, if you go for Daras, Darazeke, you know, right? They will offer some products based on my preference. They will offer some products based on your preference. So customized. So second one is also fulfilled. So websites can be taken. Okay. So A is correct. So you can eliminate 3, 4, and 5. Next one, sales meeting. Okay. What do you all think about sales meeting? Sales meeting is, guys, simple. The people who come to your home and sell the products, they are using a what? Intermediary. Company somewhere, they are using employees to come and market the product. So since they are using intermediaries, sales meeting cannot be taken. Okay, exhibitions. Exhibitions also the same. In exhibitions, what they do is they will just display the product. They don't see each and every customer's needs and wants, or else they don't see the customers individually. They will see the customers as a one place. So here there is no customization. So since there is no customization, exhibitions also cannot be taken. Catalogs. Okay, what are catalogs? Catalogs means, guys, sometimes you'll get some emails. Okay, sometimes you'll get some email saying that, okay, December holidays, 25th is a Merry Christmas. So why don't you may enjoy a good vacation in May Switzerland? Okay, why don't you enjoy a good vacation in May Maldives? So that message is on unique for you. But for me, they will give a different message. That is only called as catalogs. So catalogs also, what? It's direct marketing. That means directly business will sell. They will send the message. And also it is customized. It is different from person to person. So catalogs also can be taken. Okay. Next one is telephone calls. Guys, telephone calls also same, right? Telephone calls, business will directly call you. Okay. Or a dialogue, if you want this ringtone, please press this number. Okay. Or else there's some loan companies and all, they will call, right? They'll call and ask, sir, how are you doing? Okay. Why don't you get a loan from our business? So business is directly involved. So there is no intermediary. And the second one is, but customized. Okay. They will call and they will see the way you are talking and your status. Based on that, they will give a reply. So customization is also there. There is no intermediaries also. So telephone calls also can be taken. Okay. Samples. Samples, no, guys. Samples falls under what promotion mix? Anyone? Samples falls under list. Yesterday we studied. Samples falls under, very good. It falls under sales promotion. Okay. It falls under what? Sales promotion. So samples cannot be taken. What about social media? What about social media? Guys, social media can be taken. Example in WhatsApp and all. Once you're done with your age, you'll get some messages. Why don't you follow CA or ACCA in our institute? They are sending that message for you. They won't send those messages to your parents or your uncles and aunts because they know students are the base. So they are targeting you fellows, right? So directly institute is sending to you and it is customized. For students only they are sending. Okay, or else when you go for Instagram and all, you see some posters are sponsored ad we say. So those sponsored ad is aligning to your interest. Okay, I can remember I was searching for a photo shoot. Okay, so all this sponsored ad was for photo shoot. Whatever the reels, whatever the post I am seeing, photo shoot, photo shoot, photo shoot. So they have understood my preference and directly company is sending a message. Okay, already got those message. Who is giving our numbers? Okay, you are thinking that I am the villain. I am the person for selling your numbers. Okay, there is no worth in selling your numbers because for them you are not an asset. You buggers are liabilities. Okay, so social media can be taken. And last one is incentive programs. Incentive programs comes under, guys, sales promotion. Okay, so answer should be A, D, E, G. Okay, answer is the second one. Answer is the second one. Okay, guys, did you get any messages like that from institutes? Okay, can you say me the names of those institutes? Leaflet? What are that? Calling also. Okay, say me the names of those institutes. Okay, guys, promise I didn't give any information. What they used to do is, guys, in groups and all. Okay, we create the platform, right? They used to join our group. Okay, then from our group, what they used to do is they will collect, they will extract all the phone numbers. Okay, because they know due is for AL commerce students name. They take all the numbers from that group. So there is a software also. Okay, then they will send messages for you all. Okay, or else what other way they can do is your lecturers are there, right? So towards the end, during seminars and all, they will pay an amount for the lecturers, saying that lecturer, can you give all the contact number of your student? with the name and the address. Okay. Sometimes you receive a post, right? Sometimes you receive a post. How do they get the address? From a WhatsApp group, they can't get the address. Eh? So during seminars and all, when you register, when you give courier details, you give the address and all, right? So they can, I mean, lecturers used to sell those. Not all. Some people sell those for me, these institutes. They will purchase and they will send the what? May post or anything. Okay. So once a person approached me, okay, he was like, they want one of the institutes said, okay. So they said they wanted some context from students. Okay, students contact. Can you give me? I said, no, it's not ethical name because it's privacy name. They were like, no, no, please give. I said, okay, I'll give. For one student, pay me 100 rupees. Okay. They have around 1,500. Both. I said, for 1,500 means multiply and see. Give me that amount. I'll give you the numbers. Shut up. They were out of the syllabus. Okay. Fine. Tutate.lk often messages. Okay. That's done by my admin. No, no, they will pay, guys. For example, they will pay based on the number of students. Okay, for a student, they can pay around like 10 rupees or 20 rupees because information is wealth, right? Okay, fine. Next one. After writing exam in school, also getting some notice paper. Okay, that's apart from you. Guys, whatever they give, okay, don't be a fool person. You know what you have to do in future, right? So that's the way they promote. That's nothing wrong in that, I feel. Okay, you have to use your brain and you have to follow. But if they give 100 for 100 students, will you give? We'll see. Okay, fine. 100 for 100 means, okay, out of that 100, I'll pay you 20 rupees. Balance 8, I'll take. If the deal is okay, fine. You can buy toffee, right? Okay, fine. Next one, guys. Question number 6. Depreciation of the rupee value of Sri Lankan causes what? I explained this, right? Okay. Fine, guys. Simple, guys. Depreciation, you know, right? For example, depreciation means $1 was earlier 300 rupees. Now $1 is becoming 400 rupees. That means dollar is becoming expensive and rupee is becoming cheap. Okay. I explained this once. Dollar is becoming expensive. Rupee is becoming cheap. Okay. Which one will have a positive impact? Import or else export? First discussion I explained, import or export. Export will have a positive impact because for $1 earlier you got 300, but now for $1 if you sell you are getting 400. So export will have positive, imports will have negative. Guys, remember whenever there is depreciation or appreciation, don't handle with price. Price there won't be any change. Price there won't be any impact. Only impact would be from orders, quantity. Okay. So if exports are getting positive impact means what will happen to export orders? Export orders will increase. What will happen to import orders? Import orders will decrease. Simple as that. Now connect the dots and say me the answer. If there's a depreciation, what will happen? Export orders will increase. Nothing to handle with price. You can't handle anything with price, only orders. Export orders increases, import orders decreases. But here they are saying increase in import orders. So you can't take that. So answer is the first one. Okay. So question number 70. Now we are moving on to management. Okay. So under management, select the option which correctly states the two sub-roles according to the order of the two management tasks of hospital management. Okay. How many roles you have studied under management? How many management role you have studied? Totally how much you have studied? Take. Okay. How many main roles are there? How many main roles? 3. Okay, good. So can you say me what's the first main role? Interpersonal. Okay. For interpersonal, what's the abbreviation we used? For interpersonal, what's the abbreviation we can use? FLL. Okay. So we can use the abbreviation F. Okay. F means what? Figurehead. Okay. F means what? Figurehead. Next one. I'll say you the explanation. You say me the answer. Okay. A manager should provide some but information or else he should provide simply leadership for the employee. So what's that role? Lead. Good, good. Okay, lead. Next one. A manager should have contacts with big people. Okay, like suppliers, creditors, and all. So what's that called? Very good. We say liaison. Okay, liaison. Fine. Next one. Okay, liaison. Wait a minute. Next one. Next main role is, what's the next role? Informative roles. Okay. Informative roles. What's the abbreviation we can use? DMs. Okay, DMs. You would have studied MSD and all. That's fine. Okay, I'll say you the rules. Say me the answer. Okay, as a manager, you had to collect information. Collecting information falls under monitor. Okay, collecting information falls under monitor. Now that information you are giving for internal people. That is what? Very good. Disseminator. Okay, disseminator. Okay, giving that information for external people. What do we call? Okay, good. Spokesperson. Okay, spokesperson. Good. What's the final role you have? Decisional role. Okay, good. Decisional roles. So what's the abbreviation we can use? NERD. Okay. Okay, fine. N stands for. Okay, fine. Simply the role where a manager should bargain the prices, stuffs and all. Bargaining falls under what role? Very good. It falls under negotiator. Negotiator. Fine. Next one. A manager should introduce new stuffs for the organization. New facilities. That is called as entrepreneur. Okay. And next one, manager should solve any problems in the organization. If there is any problem like strikes, riots and all. What do we call? Strikes, riots and all? Disturbance handler. Okay. Disturbance handler. Last one. Okay. Last one is what? Entrepreneur. Okay. Last one is what? Sorry. Resource allocator. Okay. Resource allocator. So these are the 10 main roles of a manager. Who introduced these roles? Okay. Who? Henry Mintzberg. Okay. Henry Mintzberg. Good. Fine. Now we'll connect and say me the answer. Okay. What's the first role? Simply you are in a hospital management. First one, make hospital employees aware of preventive measures of diseases. Simply you are giving some information for employees saying that, okay, how you have to prevent diseases. You are providing information for employees, internal people. What do we call that? Very good. We call that is as disseminator. You are providing information. You're not taking. You are providing. So disseminator. Second one, ensure sufficient treatment facilities and procure protective medical equipment. That means if there is any emergency, you have to have a backup plan. So that is called as what? Disturbance handler. So the answer is the second one. Okay, answer is the second one. Disseminator and disturbance handler. Why not resource allocator? Here see, you are ensuring, you are not giving the resources. Okay, you are ensuring that but under sufficient treatment facility. That means if there is any shortages, you have a backup. Okay, some students will say, sir, B can be resource allocator. Correct. It can be resource allocator, but there is no option like that. Resource allocator. So we can't take that. So we had to better to go with what? Disturbance handle. Is that clear, Anisha? Okay, fine, good. Next one, question number 80. A business facilitates its employees to work from home. 2020 COVID-19. We are online mode in a crisis situation. So from physical place, you are working now in a work from home online. So what do we call? We have converted your workplace into a what? Online platform. We call that as adaptation of careful. Adaptation to what? Dynamic environment. That means what, guys? Now the working environment is changed. Now you can't work in physically. You have to work from home. So we are working from home. You have to convert your working plan also, right? That is only called as adaptation to a dynamic environment. Dynamic means changing environment. Okay. Question number 90. Okay. Same thing. First of all, read the components and have an idea of the description. So I'll say you the description. You are saying me the correct alphabet letter. Mission. Mission means it says how to achieve your vision. It says the direction of the business. It explains the nature of the business. So what's the alphabet letter you can take? E. Good. Okay. So mission E. Goal. Goals are long-term achievements which you are expecting to achieve. Long-term achievements. So what you can take? Long-term achievements. We can see right D. Long-term expectation. So we can take D. Strategies means, okay, what are the steps? Okay, what are the actions you are taking to achieve your goals. To achieve your goals, what are the steps you are taking? So what's the answer then? Okay, B. Fine, strategies falls under B. Policies means, guys, when you are achieving a goal or an objective, you will have some qualities you follow. For example, some companies, what they do is, when we are achieving the goals and objective, we need the participation of all the employees. So that is a policy. Policy means the way you are going to achieve. Okay, what are the characteristics you are going to follow? So the answer is the A. Okay, they guide the way of conducting affairs. How you had to achieve your goals and objective. How am I going to achieve? By the participation of all the employees. Procedure means simple. Procedure means what are the actions you had to take to achieve a task. Careful, huh? There is a small difference between strategy and procedure. Strategy means the actions you take, but the actions you take to achieve your goals. Procedure means the actions you take to achieve a task. Okay. A good example, seminar. So if you want to register for seminar, what are the steps you have to take? Okay, you have to send a message to coordinator. Then you should pay the fee. Okay, then you'll get the slip and you'll be added to a group. Then you have to send your address to get the courier details. So those are procedure. So those procedures are done to achieve a task. So what's your final task? To attend the final seminar. Strategies means to achieve your final goals and objective. So here it should be C, right? So answer should be EDBAC. Fourth one is the answer. Okay, guys, up to this, okay, clear? Good, good. Next one, question number 20. Leadership style. So employees are given full freedom and control to carry out their tasks. So you are saying the employees, you take all the decisions. You have given the complete freedom. So what type of leadership is that? Laissez-faire. Okay, so these are called as laissez-faire. Next one, obtain employee participation through decentralization of authority. That means you are accepting employee's idea, but you are the leader only taking the decision. But he is considering the employee's idea also. So what do we call that, guys? Democratic. Perfect. So the answer is the fifth one. Good. Okay. Next one, operation management. Functions of operation management. Can you say me how many functions are there in operation management? How many functions are there in operation management? How many? 5 functions. Okay. So what's the first function? First function is production engineering. Okay. Okay. First function is production engineering. What's the second function you have? What is the second function you have? Production. Good. Second function is production planning. Good. Third function. Third function. Good. Purchasing. Okay. Third function is purchasing. Fourth function. Controlling. Okay. Fourth function you have is controlling. Fine. Controlling. Okay. Last function. What's the last function you have? Research and development. Okay. Research and development. Now I'll ask you. So under controlling, can you say me the 3 main controlling in your syllabus? What are the 3 main controllings in your syllabus? Quality controlling. Good. Okay. Quality controlling. Can you say me quality controlling? Okay. I'll say you the explanation. You say me what type of quality controlling is that. Okay. The quality controlling where you ensure that the goods are manufactured without any defect. What do we call that? Without any defect? We say very good. Zero defect. Without any defect. Zero defects. Next one. The quality controlling method where all the levels of employee participate. Where all the employees participate for that. Carefully listen. Where all the employees participate. We say TQM, Total Quality Management. All the employees participate. Next one. The quality control where there is a group of people. They only will take decision. What do we call that? Very good. We say quality circles. Perfect. Fourth one. The quality control where you ensure that each and every stage is done properly. From step number 1 to step number 5, everything is done properly. Okay, very good. We say quality assurance. Okay. Fifth one. The quality control where you ensure that the products are produced according to the standard, local or international. Okay. We say quality standards. Okay, difference between TQM and quality assurance. Quality assurance can mean each and every step from manufacturing step number one till step number 5, you ensure that the product is produced properly. TQM means all the levels of employees. That means employee from finance, manufacturing, HR, everyone should contribute for TQM, for quality. That is only TQM. Assurance means every stage. Okay. So in every stage, you can't get the involvement of all the employees. Is that clear? How does Sulha? Okay. What's the last one? What did I miss? The quality where you can control through numbers and all. We say statistical. Okay, good. Statistical. Fine. What's the next control you have? What's the next control you have? We'll take stock controlling. Okay. So you are saying me the stock controlling where you minimize the total cost. You minimize the total cost. What's that? Rifka, you just now you asked me, right? To control the total cost, to minimize the total cost, we use no. To minimize the total cost, we use EOQ, economic order quantity. The stock controlling where you use two bins, a large bin and a small bin. What do we call that? We say two bin system. Two bin system. Okay, good. Can you say me two bin system depends on two factors? Or a bin size depends on two factors. What are the two factors? Based on careful, based on demand and lead time. Okay, based on demand and lead time. Okay, third one. Here you divide the inventories into three categories: high valued, low valued, and average valued. What do we call that? A, B, C. So A, B, C, based on what you divide your stocks? A, B, C, Kela. Based on what? Based on two factors. Okay, we say value and units. Value and what? Units. Fourth one. Here you control the stock through a maximum, minimum, reorder level. What do we call that? What do we call that? Very good, Sumaya. Stock levels. Okay, we say stock levels. And fifth one, here you control the stocks by having a record, a proper record of each and everything. Very good. We say continuous stock record system. An example for continuous stock record system, anyone? Where you record all the inventories up to date. Very good, Musharraf. We say bin card. Okay, bin card. What's the last step I have missed? There are another two, right? Okay, JIT, just in time. Okay, there is another one also, if I'm not wrong. Very good, Sulha. We use computers. We can use computers also to control the stock. Okay, so these are the 7 ways where you can control your stocks. And another controlling is there. What's that? Or the third controlling you have? For the third controlling you have, very good. Cost controlling. Guys, in cost controlling, there are not many things. There is only one main thing, which is BEP, break even point. Okay, fine, good. So if anyone wants, you can take a snapshot. Fine, okay. So guys, what's the answer for 21st then? They're asking you the production management. What's the answer? Okay, third one is the answer, good. But they have missed one function. Research and development is missed. Fine. Question number 22. Guys, question number 22. Listen properly, yeah. So I'll zoom a bit. Okay, fine. So they're asking you point A and B. Okay, so they're asking from this point A to B. What's the situation? Guys, this is minimum stock level. Minimum stock level kya hai? This is the minimum amount of stocks they will have. If they go beyond that, that means they are using the safety stock. That means their demand is very high. The demand is very high. So you can see there are 2 points which is touching the minimum stock level. One is here. Another one is which is going below the stock level, minimum stock level. Your minimum stock you can have is 20. But your minimum stock, the stock you are consuming is now below 20. That means you need more and more stock. That means what's happening to your demand? That means if you are consuming more and more stock means, that means what? Consumers are asking more and more, right? So your demand is increasing. So what is depicted through this small line? Demand is increasing. How is the demand increasing? Because you are consuming more and more stock. If you are using more and more stock, the demand of consumers are increasing. Next one, you can see if you place the order at this point, okay? If you place the order at this point, okay, this point, you will get the products at this point, okay? So what do we call this? What do we call this time period? The time period where you place the order and you receive the order. What do we call the time period? We say lead time. Okay, what do we say? We say lead time. Good. Now you can see at point A, you are placing the order and you are getting the stocks at point B. Can you see the difference between these two? Can you see the difference between A and B? Okay, compare this situation, situation number 1 and situation number 2. I'll write like this, guys. Wait a minute. Okay, compare these gaps. Compare these gaps. Okay. So gap number 1 and gap number 2. Which has the largest gap? Gap number 1 or gap number 2? Gap number 2 has the largest gap. That means, suppliers are taking more time to supply. This is not number 1, sorry. This one. This is gap number 1 and gap number 2. You can see gap number 2 from A to B, the gap is pretty high. That means suppliers are taking more time to supply you. That means lead time is what? High. Lead time is high. So demand is also high. Lead time is also high. So what's the answer you can take then? Third one is the answer. Consumer demand and lead time is high. Did everyone understood that? Okay, 1 minute to copy. Okay, copy this, copy this. Nineteenth. Sumaya, wait a minute. Let them copy and I'll explain. 19th, what the question we did? Done copy? Okay, can you explain this again? Simple, Shukra. Here, Balanna. So, demand, consumer demand means how much of stocks you are consuming. You can see at situation A to B, the level, May lines May lines tamai consumption. How much you are consuming. You can see this line is going below the minimum stock level. That means you have a high demand. Okay, minimum safety stock is 20. But now we are going to use more than, you are going below that level. That means your stock levels is increased. That means you are using more and more stocks. Why you are using more and more stocks? Because the demand is so high. Okay. And lead time, when you take, lead time means you have to compare the gap between the reorder level and the minimum stock level. The day you receive the stock. Okay. You can see in this situation, this is the gap. But from A to B, you can see the gap, right? A is the place you place the order. B is the point where you receive the order. So from A to B, the gap is pretty high. That means suppliers are taking more time to supply you. So that means what? Lead time is high. Okay. Did you understand now, Shukra? Cycle time. Halima, cycle time can from maximum stock level to minimum stock level. Okay. That is only cycle time. I'll erase this. Wait. Okay. So cycle time, Halima, listen, cycle time means from maximum stock level to minimum stock level. So this time period, okay, the time period you fully take to consume, which is 4 weeks. 4 weeks, that is only called a cycle time. Careful, cycle time kyanne maximum to minimum, maximum to minimum. But when you take lead time is from reorder level to minimum stock level. Make a note of this. Cycle time means maximum to minimum stock level. Lead time means reorder level to minimum stock level. Okay. Yeah, Shafna, it's like this. Engineering means the sketch, the plan. For example, I am saying that we are going to build a factory in this place. That is only engineering. Planning means, okay, factories, you're planning. So what type of factory? What's the area? Okay, how many floors it should have? So engineering will just say a plan. I mean, just a sketch. But planning will go in depth. That is only, for example, when you take ALs, okay, you are going to do ALs. ALs, okay, you are going to choose business studies. So you are planning, okay, I'm going to do business studies. So business studies is engineering. Okay. Under business studies, there are many chapters, right? There are around 18 chapters. So you will have a plan for each and every chapter, right? So that is only production planning. Engineering means just an outlook. Planning means for each and every stuff, you will have a small plans. Okay. Planning is not for orders. No, not for orders. Some people say planning means stock ordering and purchasing. No. That comes under the third step. So now what's again? What do we want? A. Okay. A is okay. We are choosing business studies. Ne. So our business study subject එක තියෙනවා නේ. ඒක තමයි then. Okay guys, do question number. Sumaya, you asked question number 19, right? Question number 19, answer is fourth. Okay. Okay guys, question number 23. Quickly. Okay, we discussed this earlier. Quality assurance. So what? Nothing. So quality assurance means what? Each and every stage you ensure that there is no any problem. Here balanna. Each stage of production process. Answer is the third one. Okay. Answer is what? The third one. Market positioning. Yesterday we discussed. Market positioning means what? Creating a brand in consumers' mind. If they want a product, your brand only will come to your mind. Okay. So that is only market positioning. So here fifth one is the answer. Building up a favorable attitude in consumers' mind about the product. Okay, fine. Question number 25. Question number 25. Okay, fine. Guys, question number 25 is a bit complex. Listen carefully. Yeah? Okay, question number 25. So see, in the last year, current ratio and quick ratio were 3:1 and 2:1 respectively. Fine. While current ratio remains unchanged in the current year, and the quick ratio is 1:1. This indicates comparably. Okay, fine. We'll take an example. Okay, so can you all say me how we calculate current ratio? How do we calculate current ratio? Very good. Current assets over current liability. Okay, so what's the ratio they're saying? Before the change, last year, how much was the ratio? How much was the ratio? They are saying 3:1. Good. 3:1. And how you will calculate quick asset ratio? How you will calculate quick asset? Very good. We say liquid assets over current liability. So under liquid assets, you won't include two things. What are the two things which is not included under liquid assets? Very good. Stocks and what? Other one? Prepayments. Okay. Prepayments and stocks will come under current assets, but they don't come under liquid assets. So they are saying the ratio is, if I'm not wrong, 2:1. This was the first situation. Now what's happening here is quick ratio is becoming 1:1. Okay. Then going 3:1 will go in this ratio, guys. That means 100:100. Here we'll take 300:100 and 200:100. Okay, fine. Now listen carefully. Now current ratio is decreased. That means liquid asset from 200, it has become 100. Okay, that means liquid asset has decreased by 100. Liquid assets has decreased by 100. Guys, if liquid asset is decreasing, current assets also will decrease, because you know current asset is a big part. In that, a small part on the liquid asset. So when liquid assets are decreasing, current assets also will decrease. So how much liquid asset decreased? By 100. That means your current assets also will decrease by 100. That means 200:100. So your ratio should be 2:1 and quick asset should be 1:1. This is the correct scenario. Did you understand this? Did you understand this? Okay. Clear name. Both will decrease by 100. This is the scenario. But in your question, they are saying quick asset ratio is 1:1. There is no problem in that. But what's the current asset ratio they are saying? In the next year, what's the current asset ratio they are saying? in the next year. Constant. Constant means it's not changing. They are saying it should be 3:1 again. Okay, liquid asset, they are saying 1:1 is correct. But now they are saying current asset, there is no change. That means that is 3:1. That means what you have to do to make this 2:1 into 3:1. What you will do? For example, 3:1 means 300 is 200, right? Okay. You already had 200. If you want to make 300, you will extra add another 100, right? To make that 3:1, 300 is 200. With that 200, you will additionally add another 100. Additionally add another 100. Now my question is, if current asset increases, careful up, you can have this relationship. If liquid asset increases, current assets will obviously increase. Okay, but careful. Just because current asset is increasing, you can't say liquid asset is also increasing. Okay, if any liquid asset increase, current assets will increase. But if any current assets increase, you can't say liquid asset also will increase. Okay, can you say me what may be the reason? If this 100 is increasing, quick ratio should change, but it's not changing, it seems. So can you say me what type of asset has increased? That should be an asset which is not impacting the quick asset. What may be the answer? Either it should be inventory or else it should be prepayment. Either it should be inventory or prepayment. Why, guys? Only that can increase the current assets. Here you have to see which is increasing the current asset, but not the liquid asset. So there are only two things, either inventory or prepayment. They only should have increased. Okay. So based on that, what's the answer you can take then? Second one is the answer. Increase in closing stock value. So in 2023, guys, listen, stock KK, you have to take the closing stock. In stock KK, you have to take the what? Closing stock. Okay. Okay. It's like this. So the Zaira and Azma, Balanna, if the, you can see quick asset is decreasing. Quick asset decreasing now. They are saying from 2:1, it's becoming 1:1. That means from 200, it has been reduced to 100. Okay, 200 இருந்து 100 குறையுது. அப்படின்னா 100 is decreasing, right? So remember, liquid asset குறைஞ்சா or else if it is increasing, current assets also will follow the same pattern. Liquid asset increase now, current assets also increase. Liquid asset decrease now, current assets also decrease. Here you can see quick asset is, I mean, liquid asset is decreasing by 100. Okay, then current assets also will decrease by 100. அப்ப அந்த 300 ல இருந்து நீங்க 100 remove பண்ணணும். So if you remove, the ratio would be 2:1. Okay. And quick asset ratio would be 1:1. Okay. Quick asset question la solranga 1:1 தான். ஆனா current asset, they are not saying 1:1. They are saying the ratio is 3:1. Now you are confused. 2:1 தானே இருக்கணும். எப்படி 3:1 ஆகுது? That means additional 100 is being added again. Okay. அப்படின்னா இன்னொரு 100 அதுக்கு கூடுதுன்னு அர்த்தம். Okay. So for example, this 200 is 200. If you want to make 300 is 200, you had to add another 100 for current assets. But careful. If current assets are increasing, you can't say liquid assets also increases. You know, there are two types of current assets which does not impact the liquid asset, inventory and prepayment. அப்ப இங்க 100 கூடணும். ஆனா அந்த கூடுற 100 liquid asset impact பண்ண கூடாது. அப்ப liquid asset impact பண்ணாதது ரெண்டு தான், stocks and prepayment, right? So this plus 100 asset either should be inventory or else prepayment. So in your option, they have given stock value, closing stock. So we have to go with the second one. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay. Yasula, you have to go with closing stock because eka tamai important eka. When you compare closing stock or prepayment, the most important in liquid asset you don't take is closing stock. Okay, because it has the lowest liquidity, right? So you have to go with closing stock. Fine. Okay, good. Fine. Next one, guys. From the above, which group, what is the group which belongs to only to capital market? Capital market means short term or long term? Capital market means long term. Good. Okay. So can you all say me the answer? Interbank call money, they are short term. That means money market. Corporate bond. Okay. Can you say me another word for corporate bond? Another word for corporate bond, guys? Debentures. Good. Okay. Debentures. So that's a long-term market. Correct. Next one, commercial paper. Commercial paper, that's short-term market. Another name for commercial paper? Yesterday I said commercial paper, another name? We say good, Zaira. We say corporate. We say corporate bid. Okay. Foreign exchange market, that is also short-term money market. Share market, yes, they are long-term. You can take share market. Okay. So it should be B and E. Third one is the answer. And we are left out with one, which is F. Treasury bond. Yes, treasury bond is what? That's long term. But treasury bill is short term. Okay, fine. Question number 27. They have given you the selection methods and you have to correctly relate it. Okay, application assessment. Application assessment means once you are done with your AS, you will prepare some CVs, right? Okay, you will prepare a CV for a job. Then when you prepare the CV, when you give for the company, you will be like, we sent a CV. So maybe we'll get a call for an interview, but you don't get a call for an interview. Okay, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, no calls, but your CV has been reached. You know why? They have rejected you. How they have rejected you? They didn't see you also. They didn't see, I mean, they didn't talk with you also. Then how can they reject? Simple. They have seen your CV. From the CV itself, they have rejected you. So that is only called as application assessment. Via CV, they can reject you completely. So that should be what? C. Okay, application assessment, suitability of candidates qualification. Okay, next one. For example, you are approaching for an accounting job, but in your CV you have included, you have done biology. So with the CV itself, they will reject me. Okay, next one, IQ test. IQ test is done to test your intelligence. Then what's the answer? Intelligence, thinking, logical thinking, yes, D. Okay, good. Next one, practical test. This test is done to see whether you can perform a job, whether you can do a task. Very good, B. And last one, personality. Personality is done to control, I mean to see your emotions, to see your characters, quality is good. C, D, B, A. Answer is the fourth one. Okay, answer is the fourth one. Good. Next one, question number 28. Immediate, they're asking immediate. The main impact which will happen when you provide financial benefits for employees, simply like salary, bonus. If you give them, what's the main impact you can get? What's the main thing? You will get employees motivation, guys. Okay, because when employees are motivated only, productivity will increase, absenteeism will decrease, you can attract employees. Okay, everything will happen only employees are motivated. So the main advantage should be what? Employee motivation. So first one is the answer. Okay, 29. An employee disciplinary issue that can occur while on duty, while you're performing a work itself, there can be some disciplinary issue. What's the answer? Okay, careful. Delaying report to work, that is also a disciplinary thing. Okay, coming late to the office. Working for a competitive organization, that means you are working for Pepsi plus you are working for Coke also. Same type of business. So that is also a disciplinary issue. Resigning from the job without informing, that is also disciplinary action. Taking leave without approval, that is also disciplinary. Assaulting an employee, that is also disciplinary. But they are asking while on duty, while you're performing a work, what's the disciplinary issue? You can see all these four are beyond work, after work. But only fifth one, assaulting means hitting an employee, that is done during the work. So the answer is the fifth one. Okay. Next one, question number 30. Okay. Organizing. When you take organizing, how many steps are there in organizing? How many steps you have studied under organizing? 4. You have studied 7 steps. Okay. Can you say me the 7 steps of organizing? What's the first step? Task identification. First of all, you have to identify what's the work you are going to do. Second one, division of good. Division of work or as division of labor. Third one, what's the third function? Very good. Departmentalization. Departmentalization. Okay. Departmentalization. Fourth one, very good. Delegation of authority. Delegation of authority. Fifth one, Fifth one, careful. Standardization. Standardization means simply imposing rules and regulations. Standardization. Sixth one, or else we can say establishing standard. That's also correct. Okay. Resource allocation. Okay. Seventh one, last one. Good. Coordination. Okay. These are the 7 steps of what? Organizing. Now you all say me. Now you all say me. For planning, how many steps you have? For planning, how many steps you have? Okay, very good. 9 steps. Okay. Can you all say me the 9 step? What's the first step? Goal formulation. Okay, goal formulation. Good, good. Second one, what is goal form? After goal formulation, you have okay, identifying the strategies and action. Okay, identifying the strategies and actions. Next one, third one, very good. Environment analysis. Okay, fourth one, resource analysis. Okay, analysis. Fifth one, identifying opportunities and threats. Okay, opportunities and threats. Good. Next, sixth one, very good. We say gap analysis. Okay, gap analysis. Sixth one, seventh one, decision making. Okay, you are taking a decision. Decision making. Eighth one, very good. Implementation. Last one. Last one is what? Measuring, measuring and controlling. Okay, these are the 9 steps of what? Planning. Measuring and controlling. So these are the 9 steps of controlling. Oh, sorry, planning. Okay, now say me, what are the, how many steps does controlling has? How many steps does controlling has? Okay, they have simple 4 steps. Okay, what's the first step they have? Okay, establishing the standards. Okay, next one. Second one, measuring. Okay, measuring the outcome. For example, you will have a standard achieving 3 A's. And February, you will see your result. So that is measuring the outcome. And you will what? Compare the deviation. Okay, you will see. You expected 3A, but suddenly you got an island rank. Okay, that is called as comparing the deviation. And the last one is what? Take corrective actions. Okay, take corrective action. If your objective, your target and the reality are different, you have to see the difference and you have to take a what? Corrective action. So these are the 4 steps of controlling. Okay, based on that, say me the answer. What's the answer you can take? They're asking, they're not asking you in the order, they're just asking the step. Coordination can be taken, task identification, delegation, departmentalization, and resource analysis. So answer should be A, B, D, E, G. Oh, wait. A, B, D, E. Okay, we'll go with A, B, D, E. First one. Okay, because there is no 5 option, right? Guys, we can't take resource analysis. It should be allocation, right? Okay, G also out. So first one is the answer, right? In the scheme also, first one. Okay, first one is the answer. Fine. So done with the MCQs, we'll quickly rush into fill in the blanks. Okay. So you all say me the answer. And ownership, as ownership of a sole proprietorship belongs to an what? O or an. They have given you a vowel letter also. Okay. Belong to an individual. Okay. Sole proprietorship ownership is belongs to one person, individual, or else you can say single person. And creditors black of such a business is high. What is high? Creditors this. Why guys creditors is because you know in a sole proprietor there is only one owner. If creditor is giving money, if they go bankrupt, only that person is going to pay you the money, right? So creditors risk is high because the risk is sometimes that person won't pay because it's a one person. If it is a company, if it is a partnership, there are many people, so the risk is low. So in sole proprietorship, creditors risk is high. Next one, collective black of partners is unlimited, and therefore black making process is in such business requires a long time. Okay, collective what? Collective, we say 2 things. We can either say liability or else we can say responsibility. Okay, responsibility. Collective liability and responsibility of partners are unlimited. Therefore, guys, here you can't take quick decisions. Since there are many people, you have to ask everyone's opinion. So we say what? Decision making is what? Takes a long time. Next one. Near money is an what? Near money means, can you say me some examples for near money? Near money means the money which we use to store our asset, I mean our wealth. Okay, very good. We can take savings. Okay, you can take savings kind of cool one. Then you can take FD, fixed deposit. Even you can take T bills and T bonds. Okay, T bills and T bonds. So these are asset. So near money is a what? It's an asset. Definitely first letter should be a vowel letter. So it's an asset that can be converted into cash easily, and it is also functions as an accumulation of what? By having savings, fixed deposit. What are you saving? You are saving your we can say you are saving your wealth, or else you are saving your value. Okay, for to save your wealth or value you need money. So what type of money you need? You need near money. Okay, wealth. Fine. Next one. The blank of bank money is comparatively lower than currency. What is lower than currency? What feature of bank money? Liquidity, guys. Liquidity can how fast can you convert? Okay, how fast can you convert your asset into cash? So currency already cash, so you no need to convert. But bank money is not cash. Bank money means the bank which is in what account? Bank money means the money which is in your current account. So current account now you have to withdraw it. So you need a check, or else you have to go for the bank. So there is some time and cost spent, right? So the liquidity is relatively low than currency. Okay. And a black deposit is an example for bank money. For bank money, we say another word also. What's that? We say demand deposits. Okay. So bank money has two words. You can say bank money also demand deposit. Also, you can say current account. Okay, fine. Check. What type of money? Checks. Checks falls under what type of money? Check falls under what type of money? Bank money. Wrong. Okay. Check is not a money. Okay. Check is not a money, guys. Bank money means money which is in your current account. Why do you use check? Check is used to transact. Okay, to withdraw that money only we use check. Remember, check is not a money. Okay, bank money means it's an instrument. Okay, it's like a tool which you use. Okay, so bank money means the money which is in your current account balance. Check is not a money at all. Careful, huh? Next one. The main function of cooperative rural bank is to collect blank from people. What do they collect from people? They collect, no, not funds, simple. They collect deposits, right? They collect deposits from people in rural areas, residing in rural areas, and to provide strong institutional support for rural work. They collect the money from people and they will give the money for the rural people itself. So we can say rural economy, or else we can say rural community. Okay, rural economy or rural community, not rural business, community or economy, people. Okay, next one. Okay, you can take development also. That is also correct. Huh? Okay, that is also correct. Yes, yes, you can take development also. Development. Don't write all three. You have to write only one. Okay, you can't in your exam. You can't write three. Huh? Don't write areas, dear. Go with economy, community, and development. Those seems appropriate. Okay. The two categories of institutions that are eligible to be authorized as primary dealers. Primary dealers are who? They are the people who buy and sell securities. So there are two people who can do that. First one is what? What banks? We say licensed commercial banks. Okay. We say licensed commercial banks and primary dealers. What type of primary dealers? Careful, guys. Here we don't say license. Here we say register. Okay. So there's a small difference. Okay. I'll write the difference here. So, guys, if you are starting LCB, licensed commercial bank, you need a license. What type of license you need? Authorized. That is also correct. Authorized. Okay. You need a banking license. What license you need? You need a banking license. If you are starting LSB, license specialized bank, what type of license you need? What type of license you need? We are starting LSB, license specialized bank. What type of license? Guys, see, you need a banking license. Okay, you need a banking license only. Okay, fine. And if you are starting uh LFC, license finance company, what type of license you need here? Leasing. No, you need finance license. Make it chuttak note karaganna. So for banks, you need banking license. For me, financial company license, LFCs, you need finance license. Make a note of this. Okay. You can take registered or else you can take authorized also. Authorized primary dealers. Okay. Fine. Authorized. Guys, up to this clear? Up to this clear? Difference between registered and license. Licensed and you get a license. License means you get a license. Registered means you don't get this license and all. You just go and give the business details. That's all. License means you get a license to run that business. Okay. So only commercial, specialized and finance company, they can have a license. Primary dealers, they don't have license. They have to go and register. Is that clear, Sulha? Okay, good. Next one. Electronic banking system facilitates customers to access their, okay, through e-banking, what you can access? You can access your bank, what? Accounts. You can access your accounts. Okay, and with that accounts, what do? You perform financial, what? Transaction. Okay, you perform financial transaction. Fine. Okay, next one. The institution established to provide government information to the public in Sri Lanka. Okay, what's that? Wait, Asga. Okay, what's that? We say State Information Center. So that's the organization which is established to get information. Okay, and what's his telephone number? Telephone number? Good. Okay, telephone number is 1919. Okay, what about the telephone number of this 119? 119 is, how do we know all this? Through your brain. Okay, police. Fine. Next one. 35th. A document issued by an authorized institution of an exporting country. Okay, one student, Azka, if I'm not wrong, she asked liquidity order. Okay, so liquidity order, I'll go from low to high. Liquidity means what? How fast you can convert an asset into cash. Okay, how fast you can convert an asset into cash. Okay, can you say me which type of money has the highest liquidity? Which type of money has the highest liquidity? You can quickly convert into cash. Very good. Cash, currency, currency. Okay, okay. Then second level, what do you all think? Okay, second one is bank money. Okay, bank money. Then first one you can take is near money. Okay, guys, liquidity order, there's a big thing like assets and all. You can take current assets, those, these and all. But in your syllabus, they ask the types of money only based on liquidity. So remember, near money has the lowest liquidity, bank money second, and currency, cash, they have the highest liquidity. So you don't need to convert at cash at all. Okay, so this order you can follow. Aska, okay. E-money, e-money, e-money. E-money you can take below bank money, because e-money also you need some time. For example, you have to go for the bank, insert the card, and only you have to take the money. So e-money is not liquid as currency, cash. So e-money will fall under, we can take bank money. So make this order. Fine. Good. Next one. A document issued by an authorized institution of exporting country confirming the suitability of consumption of agro products. That means if I am exporting any agriculture products for foreign country, I had to have a certificate saying that this agriculture products is suitable for consumption. What do we call that? We say two words for that. We can either say health certificates or else we can say sanitary certificates. Okay. Next one. A document issued by a shipping line to the exporter indicating that the goods have been accepted for shipping. Example, I am the exporter. I want to export a product to Japan. So I will go for my harbor and I will hand over my goods. So when I hand over my goods for my shipping company will give me a document like a receipt. What do we call that? We say that is as bill of lading. Okay, bill of lading. Fine. Okay, next one. B. To boost revenue and to black local industry, government imposes black on imports. Abhigamu slippers. Slippers can be produced in Sri Lanka as well as you can import. So if you want to motivate local producers, what you can do? What you can do? First thing is you can, so to boost revenue and to protect it, to protect the local industry or shoe producers, government can impose what? What they can impose on customs. They can impose, not impose, sorry guys, I said the answer. They can impose customs on import, simply tax. Okay, just think in imports, if they are charging tax, so we don't purchase goods from foreign country. I mean slippers from foreign countries. What will happen? I mean Sri Lankans will start to purchase slippers of Sri Lankans, local producers. So local producers revenue will increase. At the same time, they are protected also because foreign players won't come to play in Sri Lanka. Okay, fine. Next one. Don't write tax here. You have to say the specific type of tax, right? So in your scheme, they have included it as customs. Okay, so to better to go with custom. Sir, from where questions are taken for fill in the blanks? Guys, a small hint. Anyone knows from where they do take these questions from? Fill in the blanks. They take from your, okay, they take from your business studies syllabus. Okay, they take fill in the blank questions from your business studies syllabus. That's the only hint you have. Okay, it's not a joke. Don't ask that question. From where they take? Am I so sure to say? Okay, they take from the complete syllabus. But to score well, I would better recommend to study the teacher's guide. But now you don't have time. You have only 3 days left. So with God's grace, do something. Okay, division of labor creates what? If you divide the work among employees, employees will perform the work again and again. Because of that, they'll be like what? Specialization. Okay, specialization. Good. Okay, and thereby what will increase? Employees, they will start to produce more, and also they will start to produce with less wastage. Not employee turnover, employee productivity. Okay, employee productivity will increase, not turnover. Don't write turnover. Better to go with employee productivity. Okay, fine. Next one. B. The printing of advertisement is an example for what method of production? You have 4. Job, badge, flow, process. Printing of advertisement. Usually printing comes under what production method, guys? It comes under batch production. Okay. Like groups only they print. For example, advertisement, I'm going to print a leaflet. So I won't print one leaflet. I will be printing a bulk. Next month, I will be printing another bulk. So group. So batch production and tailoring garments for an individual. For an individual, you are stitching a dress. So that falls under very good. That falls under job production. Okay, job production. Next one, 37. Standards. ISO blank standard is relevant for environmental management. For environmental management, what's the standard we studied? 14,001. Okay, 14,001. And ISO 9,000 is relevant to what? Very good. Quality management. Okay. Quality management. Okay. Guys, I can see some students are asking some questions. Last class, before I ended, someone student asked the question. I ended the meeting. Okay, guys. If you want to drop any message, okay, drop a message to this number 0760141496. Okay. So if you want to ask any questions after this session, just drop a message. So my students know how quickly I reply to the messages. Okay. Will take some time, but somehow I'll reply. Fine. Okay. Next one. All physical components of an information system is called, yeah, I am highly liquid, right? Physical components where you can touch and see, that is called as hardware. Okay. Hardware. And the computer program. What do we call that? Computer program is called as, very good, software. Software. Okay. Next one. Question number 38. The black that a consumer receives from a consumption of goods and services is the value of it. Okay, what do we call that? I'm doing a May past paper session. You will see whether my session is valuable or not by the satisfaction you get. Okay, once the session is over by 11 o'clock, okay, you will see whether this satisfy the needs and wants of me. Okay, whether this provided a quality service. So you will see not gratification, it should be satisfaction. Okay, the satisfaction you get is the value of my service. The value of my service is not the results or is not the number of students I have. The value of my service is your satisfaction. Okay, fine. B, the collective effort of all employees in an organization to provide a better service for whom? All organization employees getting connect to other. Okay, what do we say that? They get together to provide something called a service to whom? Customer. So what do we call that type of marketing? Where employees are helping for what? Marketing activities. We say internal market. Okay. Can you say me what's the main topic? Internal marketing falls under what topic? They fall under what marketing concept? Holistic marketing. Okay. Make a chuttak note karaganna. Guys, social responsibility marketing, in that you will target the community. Okay, in social responsibility marketing you target the community. Okay, under internal marketing you will target, I mean employees will be targeted, employees will play a role. Okay, under integrated, can you say me under integrated whom do you target? Under integrated marketing whom do you target? Very good. We target the 4Ps: product, price, place, or promotion. Simply, you will target your customers. Okay. And last one, under relationship marketing, whom you will target? You will target your suppliers and your creditors. Okay. You will target the suppliers and your creditors. Fine. Okay. Next one. While a fixed rate of black is payable for debentures. For debentures, what do we pay? We pay, managers also can be taken as we pay an interest. Okay. We pay an interest. For ordinary shareholders, what do we pay? We pay what? We pay dividends. Good. We pay dividends, but dividends are varying. That means dividends will change. Okay. Next one. While employee black enhances current job performance, employee black focuses on future performance. Okay, what are those? If we want to develop employees' current performance, you have to provide them a what? Training. If we want to develop their future performance, you have to provide them a what? Development. Okay, develop. Fine. Next one, question number 40. When ascertaining the production cost means the cost you incur to produce. Salary of finance manager is categorized as what? Finance manager is not connected to production. So his cost is called as indirect cost. Okay. And salaries of production employees. Production employees you need for production. So their salaries are called as direct cost. Okay. Direct cost. Good. And the last fill in the blanks. The organizational blank depicts the relationship between various division, position and all. Okay. And they can be summarized through a what? Simply in an organization, how people are allocated, how position, what's the hierarchy. Everything is explained through a what? Organizational structure. Explain. If we want to show in a written format, a visual format, we say that's an organizational chart. Okay. We say that's an organizational chart. Good. Guys, up to this, okay, clear? All good? Everyone? Okay, fine. Next one. Writing part. List 4 ways that the business fulfill human wants. Many went wrong because this is a new question they included. How can a business fulfill wants? Simply, guys, how can business make their goods reach you? That is only they're asking here. First one, to make a product reach you, they had to produce. Okay. So first one is producing goods and services. After they produce, what they had to do is they had to store it. Okay. Second one you will write is storing. I'll write in short form. Storing goods and services. After storing, they had to give it to you. That means they had to transport. So Next one you can write transporting the goods and services. After transporting, what happens is last one. What's the last one? What's the last one? No, no, order is not a must. In this, you don't have order. Last one is exchange. Okay. You have to exchange the goods and services. These are the steps. I mean, first one they had to produce, then they had to store it, then they had to transport it. Finally, there should be an exchange. These are the ways a business can fulfill a human goal. Okay. It's not a must to write in order, but better to study in the order. It would be easy. Fine. Begging, forcing, those are the ways you fulfill a need. Okay, but your examiner, they didn't expect that. They wanted this answer. Okay, as Asra, better to go with this because scheme is saying this. So if they ask you want, write these stuffs. Okay, fine. Question number 42. List 4 points as to how adherence to business ethics would be important. Okay, what are the advantages you will gain by following business ethics? First one you can write is you can attract and retain employees. You can attract new people or else you can retain the existing employees. Another advantage is you can enhance customer loyalty. That means your customers will become more loyal when you follow business ethics. Another one is can face competition. Since you are doing an ethical business, you can easily face the competition. Okay, because consumers know you are following the business ethics. And last one you can write reputation. Okay, reputation and goodwill will increase. Goodwill increases. Business name and the reputation will start to increase. These are the advantages. Avoid legal problem. That is also correct. Okay, fine. Next one. State 4 main objectives a business expects to accomplish. Okay, can you all say me the objectives which business wants to accomplish? Okay. Profit, survival. Are they goals or objectives? Are they goals? The answers which you are saying, are they goals or objectives? Guys, careful. We study goals and objectives are different. But in exam, if they ask you goals or objectives, both are the same. Okay. So I'll go in the order. What's the first main objective of a business? Very good. Profit maximization. Okay. Profit maximization. If you want to have a large amount of profit, but you need to have you have to have a good sales. So second objective we can take is sales maximization. If you want to have a big sales, a large amount of sales, what you have to have? You have to have a big customer base. So you can write market share. Okay, market share. If you want a big market share, a big customer base, what you need to have? You have to satisfy your customer. Okay, another goal you can take is customer satisfaction. Okay, then you can take survival, growth, diversification. Those also correct. Okay, fine. Right for limitations of private limited company. Okay, say me some limitations of private limited company. What about the shares? Can they issue shares to the general public? Can they issue shares? No, they can't. So that's a disadvantage. So you can write cannot issue shares to general public. So that's a disadvantage. Okay, what about the shares which you bought? Can you sell it to another person? You can transfer? No, you can't. So you can't transfer also. So you can write cannot transfer or sell the shares. Okay, you can't sell or transfer your shares. Okay, next one. Any other things apart from this? Okay, what about the maximum number of members? How many shareholders you can have? You can have only maximum 50. You can't go beyond that. So you can write limited to 50 shareholders maximum. Okay, maximum. Okay, any other disadvantage you all know? Very good. Majority on very good. That's the answer I wanted. Okay, cannot be listed in Colombo Stock Exchange. Private limited, you can't list under Colombo Stock Exchange. Another one said majority of the management is done by the family. That is also correct. Okay, so you can go with these 4 limitations. You can't transfer. If you want to transfer, you have to transfer only for the people of your family. Okay, so that's a big procedure. Fine. Okay. List 4 reasons why entrepreneurship is important for the success of SME. Guys, I'll show you the answer. May balanna. So why SME needs entrepreneurship? Guys, simple. Starting a business is risky. But you know, entrepreneurs, they like risk. So when when they start an SME, they can be successful easily because they like to take risk. And the second one is, do you know why many SMEs fail? Any reasons? Why do many small and medium enterprises fail within like 2 or 3 years? Do you know the reason? Many say lack of planning. Okay, apart from that, the main reason, one of the main reason are not competition also, lack of interest and commitment, guys. Small scale entrepreneurs, they don't have big skills, knowledge and all. For example, if they earn losses for 1 year, they shut down. It's not like that. In business, you have to give some room to grow. So why they fail is because they don't have the commitment, dedication, and confidence. But entrepreneurs, when you take, they have confidence, they have dedication, they are always commitment to the business. So SME can be successful. Okay, so you can take that. And the last one is, okay, for example, I'm doing lecturing here. If I'm doing lecturing for like continuously for 3 or 4 years with the same qualification, do you think students will come to my class? That is also correct, Anika. Definitely they won't. Because my qualifications are limited. What's the qualification I have? Just AL pass and some are professional qualification. But in like 4 years time, I'm done with my bachelor's. In another 5 years time, I'm done with my master's and PhD. When my qualification is increasing, what will happen to my lecturing? The way I use, the style I teach also starts to increase, right? So entrepreneurs also like that. When their experience, when their knowledge is increasing, the way they do business also starts to develop. So that's the reason why you need what? Entrepreneurship. Okay. So those are the reason you can write four. Okay. Next one. Question number 46. Okay. Quickly say me the types of logistics. First type, supply of goods manufactured using purchased raw materials. Simply suppliers and customers. You are giving equal concentration for both. What do we call that? We say balanced logistics. Okay. We say balanced logistics. Next one. Some people think, sir, why it's not inbound? Why it's not outbound? Guys, careful. They are asking you four types. So in your syllabus, you know what are the four types you have: balanced, reverse, heavy inbound, and heavy outbound. So go with those four only. If they ask two main, then go with inbound and outbound logistics. Okay, next one. Second one. Obtaining the raw materials. That means you are giving more concern on inbound. So what do we call that? We say heavy inbound. Okay. Can't shout, guys. Today had the seminar. Voice is gone. Okay. Third one. Providing products to end users. That means you are concerning about outbound. So we say what? Heavy outbound. Last one. Returning the used products to the manufacturer. You give the customer's product. After that, you will take the products again. What do we say that? We say reverse. Can you say me some products for reverse logistics? Reverse logistics, gas cylinders. Then you can take, kauda pe. Someone's video is on, guys. Okay, fine. Glass bottle, soft drinks and all, fine. So reverse logistics. Next one. Question number 47. Complete the following table with respect to financing sources using by PLC. Okay, internal means you are collecting money within the business. Okay, can you say me some sources where you get money within the business? Okay, very good. We can take retained earnings, the profit which you have saved. Okay, retained earnings. So you can take retained earnings. Then you can take provision for depreciation. Okay, so you can take accumulated depreciation. Another one you can take is what? Any other stuff? One thing is remaining. Controlling working capital, or else, very good. Someone said sale of what? Spare asset. You can sell your asset and you can get money. Okay. Sale of spare asset. Fine. Next one. External means the money you get from external people. Okay. What's the main source of money you get from external people? Main source is what? For a company. Very good. Main source is shares. Okay. Then you can take bank loans. Okay. Then you can take debentures, commercial papers, stuffs. Okay. Question number 48. Write 4 ways of using business internet for business. Okay, can you say me why business is using internet? Leasing also correct. Okay, why business is using internet? Simply for promotional activities. For promotion, they can use internet. Okay, marketing. Okay, next one you can take to communicate among stakeholders. Okay, just guys, don't just write to communicate. Write the full term to communicate among whom? Stakeholders. Okay, another one you can use is why you need internet mostly. Any idea? Why you need internet? To get what? To get information. Okay, you can write to obtain updated. You can take to obtain updated information. Another one you can take follow globalization. Globalization means if your business is planning to enter international market, you need internet. Okay, you need what? Internet. Fine. Okay, next one. 49. To expand the market, that is also correct. To get orders, fine. Okay. 49. Right? 4 points that should be considered when preparing a business plan. 2020 what? Same question was repeated. What are the 4 factors you will consider? I gave you an abbreviation also. What's the abbreviation I gave? FFCG. Okay. So F stands for focus. Focus means what's the business you are doing. Then you can take financial resources. That means the money you need. Next one, C stands for consumer, or else we can take customer. G stands for good. Okay, G stands for good. Okay, final one. Guys, you can see final one is a logo. Symbols they have given because this is 2020 paper. 2020 paper only is the last paper where they gave a logo, a symbol to identify. Okay, whenever they give logos or symbol, they will connect to something. That means all 4 logos will be connected to a common topic. You can see all these 4 logos are connected to online purchase. Okay, what's the first logo? First logo is what? Add to cart. Okay, add to cart. What is second logo? What is second logo? Payment. Payment. Third logo? Third one is what? Third one is packing. Okay, you can say packing. Fourth logo. Goods is in transit. I mean they are delivering. So delivering. Okay. So guys, that's all from today's past paper discussion. So that's all. Thank you and good night. God bless you all. I'll be doing on 8 o'clock, Zaida. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Seminar. I'll be at that time. I'll be doing Saturday morning. Past paper will be done Saturday morning. Okay. We'll see, Amar. If time permits, we'll see. Barakallah.